Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. As you can see in the background, we're on my main account, finally on the channel. What I'm going to do today is a showcase of a team that I thought about like a couple of weeks back. Basically what happened is, if you look at like my roster now, let me see, where's my HP burner. So I didn't have an AOE HP burn to use for Spider apart from Drexar. And with using Drexar I could get it to like 1 minute 30, if I'm lucky 2 minutes 30 on stages 21 to 25, and I wasn't really happy about that. In the meantime, like I think it was on the 2x Ancients, I got myself this bad boy that does AOE HP burn, so my problem was solved. But since I thought up of this idea and was trying to use that for myself, I said might as well make a video about this, as from my knowledge I haven't seen a video done about it, and it's about using Hurndig as an AOE HP burner. How does he do that? It's quite simple. If we look at his A3, attacks one enemy, fully depletes the target's turn meter, so we got turn meter depletion as well for the Spider. Will also attack all enemies if the first attack is critical. This AoE has a 75% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Will also place an HP burn debuff for 2 turns after the attack on the enemies whose turn meters are below 30%. So this one doesn't have the condition of, it's not just 75%, it's 100%. So therefore you wouldn't necessarily need a books on this one, it's 100%, but you need to drop the turn meter below 30%. So I was thinking, okay, I tried with Deacon a bit, I tried with Psylars, I tried with other people that lower the turn meter, but I needed higher and higher and higher speeds. And I was trying to think, okay, let's try something that anybody can do. So if anybody that used Hurndig, maybe they already have they already have nukers, they already have AoE decreased defense, so they don't want to use Hurndig for that, and they're missing an AoE HP burn like I did, and I'm like 10-11 months in, so I'm mid-game towards end-game. And I was thinking, okay, what champion is the best to pair with him that can deplete turn meter? And then I thought, well, we have Resin, which does it 100%. So attacks all enemies, decreases the turn meter by 100%. So if we set up Resin to go before Hurndig, this is gonna work excellent. The only thing is, obviously you would have to make Resin in a build where he doesn't have that much damage. But again, if you really need somebody to do that, if you really need somebody to farm 24-25 Spider, you're gonna use this. So let's go into the run and see how this one goes. The only thing is, you're not gonna be able to use it on 24 because Resin's weak affinity, and you have the chance of placing weak hits with the turn meter depletion. So you cannot use this idea on 20 or on 24. But for 20, usually you go for Cold Hearts, Royal Guards, and stuff like that. So it's working perfectly on 25. The team that I'm using in here is, let me just get it out there, is this one. So Renegade, avoid rare, Cold Heart, avoid rare, Resin, a fusion, Hurndig, a fusion, and Helmet, which is the reward for finishing like the secret rooms on Doom Tower. So basically, up until you get the other guy, up until you get Akoth, if you want to use something like this, you can bring Hurndig into this situation. Maybe you're not at that point where you can beat easily all of the secret rooms on normal Doom Tower. But at the same time, if you're not able to beat the Doom Tower and the secret rooms, you don't necessarily need Helmet. Helmet can be anybody else that controls the Spiderlings, anybody that brings AoE freeze, anybody that brings AoE stuns, like a Syl, which is a daily login reward. Like, I don't know, Astrolon, if you're not using him as a nuker, just build him to stun, not do crazy damage. You can use somebody like Umbral, AoE provoking the Spiderlings for 2 turns, and this is going to work. So the only champions that in my opinion are irreplaceable in here are Hurndig and Resin, obviously, because these are the core of showing this off. And also Renegade and Coldheart, maybe they would be replaceable. I haven't tried other stuff, but they work really well together, especially in the way that I have it set it up in the team setup, which I'm going to show in a second, because we're going to have 3 people that help control the third meter. You have Coldheart with her A3, you have Resin with his A3, and you have Hurndig with the skill that he places the HP Burn with, that depletes the third meter as well, and Renegade for the reset, obviously. So the way that I'm running this one, the way that it works perfectly for me, is I have Renegade open with her A2. She's the slowest, I think. Yeah, she's the slowest in this team. So she's opening with her A2. As we don't want it to reset straight away, we want to use all the third meter depletions as efficient as we can. So Renegade A2, and then she's gonna do her A3. Resin is gonna open, let me just set it to make sure. So Resin is gonna open with the Bogdan, which depletes the third meter, because that's what we need. He's the fastest in this team, because we want him to go first, deplete the third meters, and then Hurndig to come with his A3 to put up the HP burns. Hurndig is at 240. Again, we made sure that he used this as an opener as a priority, and we locked out his A2. We're trying to get as little AoE damage on the spiderlings as we can, so therefore he's just going to use this one when it's available, and the A1. And I think, as you noticed, I don't even have Hurndig booked at all, and he still works. So if you're liking the books and you're trying to think, okay, can I still use him? Yes, you can. The speeds could even, I'm quite sure the speeds could go lower, but it might not work as well, as Hurndig might not come back to his A3 again to do the third meter deplete for the spiderling and put those HP burn as well. But you can work around this. I mean, they're not that crazy. Maybe our Resin is crazy, but Resin we could drop to just 1 speed higher than Hurndig, or like 2 or 3 because we have the increased speed from Archmage. Then we have Coldheart opening with the A1, and again locked the A2 because we don't want to do AoE damage on the spiderlings. The reason again why I have her open with the flurry of arrows with the A1 and now with the Heartseeker is because on the first turn, on turn 1, Resin's gonna deplete the third meter of the main spider, and Hurndig is gonna deplete the third meter. So we already have 2 third meter depletions, so we're keeping the Heartseeker for the next turn around. Coldheart is at 195, so faster than Renegade. Same reason why Renegade is opening with the A2 and now the reset. And on Helmet, obviously this is the one that we care about the most, to lock out the spiderling, so he's always using his A1. Then this one helps maybe a little bit, but let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. Obviously it's not 100%, but it's like, from what I tested it, 90-95%. There's always that 3-5% RNG. You don't land the third meter, you don't land the stun, because like Helmet's maybe not the best in here because his stun is 75% booked, so it might be better with Astrolon in here, or like I said, Umbral. But I said I'm gonna use this one, as this one's like quite an achievable champion maybe in there, and it has a higher chance than still. So let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. Okay, so let's take it for a spin. Let's see how this one goes. So third meter depletion, AOE HP Burn from Hurndig, stuns, A1, A2 from Resin, Hurndig A1s, not A2 to not kill them, Heartseeker, A1s from Resin, hoping for some Giant Slayer procs for more damage in there. Stuns again from Helmet, A2 again from Resin. Now she gets back to Resin's third meter depletion. Yeah, there it is. Third meter depletion from Hurndig, Heartseeker from our Coldheart. Now just slowly taking them down. More stuns. A1 in here. Okay, that was a Heartseeker from the reflex set. So having your core heart in stages 21 to 24 is better because you have that 40% chance to refresh that A3. So this one was 1 minute 9 seconds. Let's take it again for a spin. Let's see how this goes again. So A3 resin, A3 from Hurndig, HP Burn, stuns, A1. Okay, the good thing with Renegade, if you get her with some accuracy as well, she can put the decreased speed, which can be really helpful. It's like if she's booked 75%, it's always good to have a Renegade in there, and if she's booked and with some accuracy, that's not gonna be bad for you. For example, I used her the same in this build in my Fire Knight 25 team, but I'm also gonna get her to level 16 with full mastery soon, because I want the extra benefit of War Master Giant Slayer from her to get more damage on Fire Knight on the boss part, and as well that extra damage is gonna help you here when Renegade hits the main spider. Okay, let's see, boom. Another Heartseeker from here. No, just a once, or Heartseeker, boom, and job done. So 1 minute and 5 seconds. So it's job done. So this is the way you can use Hurndig as an AOE HP Burn. Look, 6.7 million damage. 1 million from resin, 2.5 million from Kolhar, and everybody else is just for the help in there. So let me show you the way that I have them built. So basically I have Hurndig in just Divine Speed set and a Divine Life. I had him faster. I had him at 257, but I rebuilt my teams. So I needed to rebuild him. I also got him into the refresh one. Like if you have refresh accessories that help you get, like maybe this one, but I'm gonna drop accuracy, so no. So if you get refresh accessories, that's gonna help you as well, because you want him to come back to this one as well to constantly deplete the third meter. You don't want him to do as much damage. I mean, yeah, you need him to have, for this one to land, you need to have 100% crit rate. Yeah, will also attack all enemies if the first attack is critical. So basically what you need on him is accuracy to land it, that's 200, 220, and 100% crit rate. Obviously by having 100% crit rate, you might get some damage in there, but if you avoid and try not to get too much crit damage into him, that's gonna totally work. I have mine in this weapon, like this is the best I had with some speed. Again for the speed, this one for the crit rate, HP and speed again. Speed boots with, I don't care everything else. Speed with this one helps, accuracy helps. Accuracy chest, you don't care. You just want him, you don't care about him having damage, about survivability and all that. Just care for him to be fast, accuracy to land the stuff, and 100% crit rate. So this one's an accuracy one with a bit of speed and attack, as it seems. This is the one that got me to, like, it's a bit overkill here, but this is that I got with speed, that it helped me complete. That was, you know, just stuff that was lying around, not taking from other people. And crit rate gloves with this one has some crazy attack, but again, this is the one that I had leveled up. I'm quite low on silver, so this is the one that got me to the 100%, well, 104. And he's running at 240 speed, 104 crit damage, 278 accuracy. 98 crit damage, you don't care. Attack, you don't care. Like I said, you only want the speed, the crit rate, and the accuracy on him. On resin, the same. I dropped some of his... I dropped his accuracy in the main thing, because not his accuracy, sorry, his crit damage, crit rate, because I don't want him to have as much crit rate to do crazy damage on the spiderlings. You don't want to kill them with his A3, just want him to deplete it. We have crazy crit damage and crazy defense and HP, but that's not what we care about. That's just what we got through the build. So we run him at 253 speed, 221 accuracy. This is all that you care about. Here, you want him just to be like 2, 3, 4, 5 speed faster than Hurndig, so he goes, depletes the third meter of the main spider and the spiderling, and then Hurndig goes to place the HP Burn. This is his weapon, helm, shield, gloves, good spear roll in here, chest plate, boots, banner, accuracy and some speed, and the amulet. So these are the main champions that you care about on this team. Everybody else, like I said, can be replaced. Obviously, the person that you're going to bring in for the stuns, you want to be, again, as fast as you can with accuracy and other stuff that they need. Helmut needs speed, he needs 100% crit rate to land that, to attack everybody else, and land that stun or reduce third meter and accuracy to land it. Renegade, she's at what, 184 in a shield set. Like I said, this is the build I use on my Fire Knight. And Cold Heart, this build is not crazy. Like, this build is not crazy because I don't have crazy reflex gear. Because who farms Ice Golem? I certainly don't. So I have Cold Heart 195, 70% because you don't need 100. You only care about the A3 to do damage, which gives you an extra 30% chance to land the critical hit. And this is overkill for the spider because, well, we have that enemy max HP stuff now and accuracy to land it. So this is the team, this was the build. I hope this helps any of you out there that maybe you are in the same situation or still are in the same situation that I was when I didn't have an AOE HP Burner. I only had Drexar, that was slow, that wasn't consistent 100% either because you have to make him survive, heal him, control. This way you have, from my point of view, this works better and it's faster. As you saw, it's about 1 minute team for stage 25. So this would work faster than using a Drexar, and this guy can be good. Up until you get yourself a nice AOE HP Burner, you can use him in there, like until you get ACOS from the Doom Tower. Maybe you're still not a Doom Tower, like I said earlier, or until you get somebody like Mordecai like I have, or a Tyrant, or all those crazy champs. Maybe you fused him, you can use him, and that's gonna be helping you, you know, farming Spider faster, farming better gear, farming silver faster. Because, I mean, if you're farming silver, normally you'd go for 20 from my point of view, but still, if you want that better accessories, go for 25. That's the one that I would go with this team. If you're gonna do 24, do 24, but it can be tricky if you're gonna use this team. So thank you everybody for coming to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate if you like this video, if you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification to see when I upload my video next. Leave a comment, tell me if you like it, or if this one is useful for you or not. Who are you using in Spider at the moment? And I will see you guys, I guess, in the next video soon. Take care, peace, bye guys.